What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Quick 60 Sports. Today, I'm going to give you an update on Aaron Rodgers' cryptic tweet on Instagram and follow up with if there's any possibility that he's going to stay with the Packers, retire, or go to the Denver Broncos. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, last night, Aaron Rodgers tweeted. Let me show you what he tweeted really quick, guys. So, I'll give you firsthand information here. So he tweeted this right here. It says, "Gratitude is the wine for the soul. Go on, get drunk." So, Aaron Rodgers, he's kind of always been looking for attention in the offseason. He kind of reminds me of Brett Favre back in the day when Favre did that as well, when Aaron Rodgers was his backup. And a lot of this stems from, I believe, the quarterback's not being happy because they don't go out and get free agents like other teams like the Rams and so forth. But just because of the fact that they don't have an owner, Mark Murphy and company, they do what they can, but they believe in stockpiling draft picks and going to the draft and developing rookies and all this stuff and being under the cap. And that's only going to get you so far. And Aaron Rodgers, he has a decent offensive line, and now they do have a pretty good roster as well, but they're getting older, and Aaron Rodgers isn't very happy. Although he does like a lot of things in Green Bay at the same time. So I'm not going to read the whole thing for you, but basically, thanks for letting me chase after you, talking to his ex, to the Friday night crew. He loves all the friendship. So, the Packers are supposed to have a press conference tomorrow, but typically it's just about the NFL Combine. But I can imagine that it's going to be anything but. I'm sure all the conference questions they're going to be getting are going to be regarding Aaron Rodgers and not necessarily what they're looking for in the NFL Combine coming up. So, we'll see what happens with him as far as staying with the Packers. If he were to go somewhere else, technically the Packers still have his rights, technically. So, the Packers might get some compensation back from Aaron Rodgers. He's not like the Tom Brady situation where he can just kind of go anywhere he pleases. But if he does go to the Broncos have the 9th pick overall, which is really good draft capital for the Packers, which I explained earlier that they love. They have the 40th and 64th overall picks as well in the second round. So those are 3 picks in the top 65 overall, and that would look really good for the Packers. And I'm sure that if they got those top 3 picks, the Broncos would be getting Aaron Rodgers plus something else as well, and probably trading a player. It would be great if they could get Devontae Adams with it, but that probably won't happen. Because he's a free agent, and he might want to go to Denver, honestly, if they get Aaron Rodgers. So that'd be a great little package deal for the Broncos. They also have the 4th pick of overall 113, and they have 2 5ths, 140, 144, and 151 overall. So they have some draft capital, but it's hard to imagine. Aaron Rodgers is kind of a hippie type guy, so maybe he could just walk away from winning back-to-back MVPs and say, you know what, I'm done with the NFL and all this stuff after the whole COVID stuff with him and getting fined and suspended for a game and all that stuff. He might be done with it, but at the same time, if you're a competitor, it has to itch you to know that, you've only won one Super Bowl and you keep going to the playoffs and you can't get anywhere. And honestly, let's be honest, the NFC North, it's not the toughest competition. They have the likes of, they have the likes of the Vikings, who's usually pretty good, but not Super Bowl contender. They're way over the cap right now. Kirk Cousins, he probably won't take a pay cut. And then the Bears are historically bad, and then obviously had the Lions. So it's kind of like the Packers by default almost made the playoffs every year. So let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think Aaron Rodgers is going to do. I think within the next 3 or 4 days, he's going to make an announcement. There's going to be something that happens. And my guess is he's going to go to Denver Broncos, and they're going to accept the trade, especially with Coach Hackett being the head coach for the Broncos now. I think that they have a good relationship, a good cohesion bond. And I think that at the same time, the Packers will get what they want as well and compensated picks. So let me know what you think, guys. The only problem is the Packers don't have that owner that I was talking about. So, the GM just kind of has to make all the moves himself. But I'm sure that the Packers are going to want him to stay, but they have to. They don't have any other really superstars other than Devontae Adams over there. So, and he's a free agent. So I think that this is the year that Aaron Rodgers is leaving, and it's either going to be he's hanging him up or he's going to Denver. So right now, I think the Broncos have the best odds to get Aaron Rodgers at, I think it's like plus 275 right now at Vegas. So let me know what you think, guys, and I'll be on the next few days updating more Aaron Rodgers news and NFL news around the league. Until next time, peace.